All right, you guys, good morning. What is going on? What is going on? Welcome to the day where Mercury goes direct. Hallelujah. Jen Huber and I did a little ritual for the new moon in Virgo, which you can still access and still use this. This is really a ritual you can use for any new moon, any full moon. It is about manifesting in these energies, and you can just use the energy of that moon so you can kind of tailor make it for your own ways of experiencing life. All right, and ways of experiencing the moon. Link is right here. Okay, jealousy. Just saw that again. Ha ha ha. So let's see where we go. What is going on today? Next week, we're going to be doing a whole workshop on self-love and self-care. So if you want to jump onto that, there's a link in the description box below. If you're not that good at it, we'll give you a whole bunch of tools to help you align with that. So underneath protection, I have been feeling that big time. We did a couple of things. Jen Huber and I did a couple of things yesterday, and I had my obsidian, I had all my gemstones around, and I was like, damn, this really is amazing. The feeling of it was really amazing. Home, protect your home, and karmic path. Well, there is a hurricane bearing down. A hurricane's a coming. Okay, good to know. There is a figurative hurricane coming. All right. So, there definitely is a hurricane coming toward Maine. I know that. It's dropped to Cat 2, which I'm like, fat on that. But pay attention to what's going on around you. Keep track of things that are going on around you. I feel like some of you are really focused on your own path and really paying attention to what's going on with you. But I would pay attention to what's going on with the people around you, your family or friends or something like that. It does feel to me like there is some kind of crossover that is going to be happening soon. A person you know, a person you love, and that might cross over your path. So I really think you need to pay attention to what's going on around you. It's not just your karmic path. Your karmic path is intersected with other people's karmic paths. Okay. So pay attention to that. Let's see where we go here. Yes. Okay. So 9 of Swords. A lot of you and I have talked recently about trouble sleeping. This feels to me like you're trying to get messages in the middle of the night and are annoyed with the interruption of your sleep, maybe 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock. Like 4:35, you can kind of be like, well, that was almost a full night's sleep. I mean, if you're old like me. But if it's like 1:30 or 2 o'clock, you cannot, I don't know. So there's something there about that. Messages are trying to come in, and I feel like what would be a really good way of navigating this is to get some protection around yourself, and then when you're ready, say, I'm ready for the message. Because I think you might be fighting it. I think you might be fighting some kind of message trying to come in, and that's what's causing this sleeplessness. Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, could even be a twin flame. Okay, I said yesterday, 3 of Wands. Yes, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Hold on, 3 of Cups. All right. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame who's having difficulties, big time difficulties. And I will say that to me, this feels like that's what the message is trying to come in to tell you. Big time difficulties with your twin flame. You share the same soul. So why wouldn't you know about it? Okay. If they're really having some problems, they're really having some difficulties. This karmic path issue is going to cross over probably this weekend, I'm going to say. All right, so there could be some kind of offer made. There could be some kind of interaction with twin flames this weekend. I feel like some of you have really been resisting this because they're married or something like that. Good for you. But I just want to say that I almost feel like something needs to be addressed in the twin flame connection, regardless of the other person. I'm not giving you permission to like sort of cheat on anybody. I'm just definitely not doing that. But in your own self, I feel like there needs to be some kind of realignment. Hierophant, Fool, King of Swords, 8 of Wands, Empress, King of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Death. Wow. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. All right. Yesterday's morning message was a little short because it was super obvious what the story was. This is a little bit the same. I'm gonna try to clarify as much as I can here. But what this is saying to me is, if somebody has a partner, this is a twin flame soulmate karmic partner. All right. This is somebody who is definitely on your path. This is bugging me. This is somebody definitely that you know of. This might be a reading specifically for twin flames, or some of you who are dealing with extremely powerful karmic partners. Okay. And that might be true in terms of a triangle, right? There's a very strong karmic partner and a very strong, twin flame interaction here. I feel like you're ready for this message. I think you've been fighting this for a while. All right. This can be the twin fighting the connection, right? And if you're getting sleepless nights and things like that, this could be a little bit of your twin actually is doing the fighting. So the Two of Pentacles, what do I do? What do I do? Four of Cups, not making the decision to move forward yet. There's the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands. It's like, are we going to have this same cycle again? I feel like if you're listening to this, you have been down this road a bunch of times. And it's sort of like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not going down. I'm not going to go into some kind of experience where there's going to be a bounce off again. I'm just not doing that. I'm not there. I'm not bouncing off anymore. I'm Venus, right? Venus is now direct in Leo. So there's a sense of like stability. Depends on where you have it in your chart. So this week, all of the readings I've done, including the three I posted yesterday, so all 12 are posted, all of the readings in the extendeds, I do go deep into the astrological implications of all of these retrogrades that are going on, which houses they're hitting for each of you. Those readings, really watch your rising sign, okay? Watch your ascendant sign. I feel like that might be the most resonant, but, check out Moon, Rising, Venus as well, but or Moon, Sun, and Venus. There's Taurus energy. There's a lot of Taurus energy. There's Libra. There's Aquarian energy. There's Scorpio. There's a big change happening. And I almost feel, okay, so I talked about the hurricane a little bit. I almost feel like there's a wind. It's like a strong wind blowing that is making change. It does feel to me like there has been a lot of I'm not going to say stability. I feel stubbornness here. And I do feel like around stability, stubbornness around stability, which is like double earth. Okay. So, hey, Moon, Sun, Mercury, all in Virgo, still there and going to be separating very quickly because Moon and Sun and Virgo, or Moon and Sun and Mercury split very quickly. They all move fast. So Moon might already be gone. So just saying, if you have had some real struggles around stability, like holding on to stability, that's resistance energy for stability. You get it? It's like a double negative. Holding on to stability means it's not stable, means there's something not stable about it. So this Taurus energy and the Fool, it's kind of like lighten up, Francis, or lighten up and innovate. Instead of holding on to old stability, got to really change our path, change our tack, change what we're doing. If we're holding on too tight to something, then it's likely to crumble or it's likely to dissipate. And I feel like this is like the winds of change. The winds of change are blowing, and you're better off, rather than resisting it, you're better off going, all right, universe, I'm going to bring protection in for myself. I'm going to bring in my spirit guides, and I am ready to receive the message. I'm no longer resisting the message. Okay. So the winds of change are blowing here. I do see them going in a really positive direction here, but there is a loss, this Five of Pentacles, the death and the Five of Pentacles. It can be around the loss of this stubbornness or the loss of this idea of change means lack. If there's change, that means devastation. If there's change, that means that I'm not going to be safe anymore. Like, what does that mean? Okay, so protection and home, karmic path, protect your home. Your body is your home on this planet. So I want you to protect like your physical experience. There's definitely physicality here, but spirituality or our other bodies, right? Our astral bodies, our etheric bodies, our other parts of our energies are changing. And so that physical body is kind of the last thing to change. So you might have gone through some kind of big transformation, and the physicality of it, it's like that's the last place it shows up. So I'm going to clarify this. Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, wow, resistance. Resistance around Two of Cups, the Tower, and the Ten of Pentacles. Why are you resisting? Some of you are resisting. I'll answer the question. Thank you. Thank you. Some of you are resisting because freedom is your main value, right? Venus in the middle here is about our values and what we find important, and some of us protecting things we find important, but it's not the stuff, it's not the physicality, right? It's not the house necessarily, or the items, it's the energy that we give them. It's the expression that we give them that makes them important to us. What value do we give the stuff? Okay, does it make us feel safe? Does it make us feel like we have a home base? Does it make us feel like we're successful in the world? Is it an ego thing? Is it an egoic thing? There's some resistance here around the twin. This is like a twin flame partnership that is destined for long-term connection. And the beginning is now in Libra time. This is Taurus and Libra. So we're leaving Virgo next week and moving into Libra time. So in Libra time and maybe Scorpio time, this is likely, look at that, this is likely to manifest and really change. This is Aquarian energy. The Fool is elemental air. So air shifts first, right? Air, fire, then water, then earth. Earth is the last one to shift because of its heaviness, or because of its expression as a physical thing, a dense thing, a 3D thing. And here's water. Okay, so water is coming next. So the feelings about the change are the things that are last to change before the physical things change. So my ideas, my thinking changes, my passion is there maybe to fuel my thinking. So maybe fire comes first and then air. And then my feelings are like, okay, I'm gonna do something about it. And then the intention to take action is really what comes last. So this Tower is like getting sick of you, kind of cycling back and resisting and resisting and resisting. What it's trying to bring in, what the universe is trying to bring in, is the manifestation of union that has been resisted because of a fear of lack. Because I'm going to lose a lot of money, or lose a lot of possessions, or lose a lot of physical stature or success in the world, because I'm going to relinquish all that I've built up until now, I'm resisting it. So that's the Nine of Swords. Okay. So Death and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Seven of Wands, resistance, Three of Swords. You don't want to hurt other people. I get it. I feel like the masculine doesn't want to hurt somebody. A lack of self-confidence is showing up here. I don't want to hurt somebody, so I'm resisting this. I'm resisting. Libra time feels like the strongest period here. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, Wheel, Four of Wands, and the Libra time. This is happening in Libra time. So there's something about the Virgo new moon has had us manifest things that are healthy and good for us. Now, some of you may be shocked to learn that the things that we think are healthy and good for us are things that are past. And they have already changed. If you look at your own feelings or your own emotions or your own desires around the thing in your life that you think is your protector, or you think is stable, or you think is something that is safe or good or whatever, your feelings have already changed about that. And if your feelings have already changed about that, but there's resistance about wanting to change it, it's in the physical. It's because I'm afraid of losing money. I'm afraid of losing stature. I'm afraid of losing stability. So your feelings, though, precede the physical change. The physical change is coming in Libra time. And guess what? The opposite is true. So you're afraid, like it feels scary. It feels like my self-confidence is kind of being damaged by my feelings, my head and my heart being out of sync with each other. But what's coming, the next step is something really magnificent, really much more stable, much more long-term. And this is a gift. This is a gift from the shift, baby. The gift from the shift. I like this. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this. If this is your reading, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to give you a little bit more information about what you might be expecting. Link is below. Pathfinders, we're just going to keep on going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.